Okay, we should be good. Let me just check my levels. Because I definitely did that before. And I need to... Hey, Ridley. You know what I forgot to do, guys? And I've only just realised I forgot to actually capture the sound of the game. So let's fix that very quickly. As you guys have been sat in silence while I've been listening to this BGM. And now I think I need to relaunch. But that's okay. We'll relaunch. I am a professional. I'm a professional. Definitely didn't mess up. I didn't mess up. You guys messed up. That's what happened. Press enter. Loading content. Why is that not... What? Why are you not working? Hang on. Why is this not... Why are you not being picked up by the wavelength? Why? Why? What is going on? I've set you to do that, so why aren't you coming through? Technical difficulties. Hang on. And what if we... Oh, I can't change. Okay. This is a bit of a pain. Do you have an options thing? Do you have a... No, no you don't. We have a problem. It doesn't want to pick it up. Okay, well we can fix that for the meantime, I suppose. We'll set this to that. What the... Is it specifically Phoenix, right? That's the issue? Is that what's going on? Why did I not test this before today, guys? I should have tested this. Right, let's go to my VTuber stuff. Where's... No, it's under my music. Where's music? No, that... It was there the other day. Where is everything? So music... So I had, like, my... Oh, it's under downloads music. No, that's the wrong music. Where is it? I had some VTuber stuff. And it was like I had my YouTube safe music stuff, and I don't know where I've put it now. And then I was just gonna load up one of those, and then we'd be good. But seemingly that's disappeared. I'm losing the plot. We're off to a great start. Off to a great start. Yeah, it is a professional stream. It's a professional stream. But we changed the setting, so like everything should come through. Is it just that one? Let's go. Let's do something. We'll put you through. Yeah, you can go through the music channel. That will do. Alright, so everything can go through my music channel. And then we'll load this up again. And hopefully it will work. It probably won't, but we can be hopeful. Remember, kids, this is why you test stuff. There we go. So why is it suddenly decided to work now? God damn it. Alright, I'm going to turn that down just a tiny bit. We'll drop that by like 80%, and then you should be able to like hear me quite nicely over the top of it, I would hope. It's a bit loud. Alright, we'll go a little bit quieter. Is that better? You can go even more if you want. And go down to 69%. There we go. Is it still too loud? Alright, fine, we'll go all the way down to 45. There you go, it's nice and quiet now. It's nice and quiet. Stop at 50. There, it can just sit at 50%. There you go. I'll turn it up in my ears. Alright, where were we? Alright. This is working. Let's go to my... And then we'll boom across. There we go. Pay attention. Well, is it too quiet now? Do you need me to turn it up a bit more? Okay, fine. I'll go. We'll put it back up at there. Nah, that's not how it works. Fine, you can have it at 69. There, that should be fine. I'll listen to myself. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's fine. Because I can hear what you hear. So that's fine. Right. Just a bit now. Just a bit more. Oh, God, fine. We'll go up to... There. 80%. There. We're a very professional stream. It's only taken us 10 minutes to get everything sorted out. Good times. Good times. Alright. Whereabouts are we? We're at the top here. I think this is our latest one. Oh, God, we haven't played it for that long. We haven't played it for that long? That can't be true. I guess it is. I guess we haven't played it for quite a long time. Or I forgot to save. One of the two. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe, because I didn't stop at a stop point. Okay, Nick, to the records room, wherever that is. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Need to go to the records room. December 26th, Police Department. Wow, it's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Nah, dust was here before. Let's find that DL-6 stuff, quickly. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. So they're 24. And they're successful lawyer people, guys. You should reflect on all your life decisions because of this video game. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL-6. Nick, I found out where the file is. That's highly unlikely, but okay. Oh, thanks. Let's have a look. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL-6 incident. I'll go get the right file. I don't trust you. Alright, give me the suspect data. Got any data on the suspect? And that would be the guy that my mum got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. The plot thickens. So it must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent. Thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. My God. Actually, I don't like this. This is going to go down a bit. I don't like it. It's too loud. I'm going to go back down. There. I'm happier with that. Right. Where were we? Hammond, the victim in our case. I remember everything. I remember all of this, guys. I hope you do too. I know it's been like a month, but you need to remember these things. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. That's some foreshadowing. Right, who was the victim? Hold on, here we go. What we got? Here, what is it? Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he was still alive, he'd be 50. That's some quick maths. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son. Miles. Oh, miles per hour. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. No wonder he's so emotional. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? That sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Okay, summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That was more than 15 years ago. What are you talking about? It was 21 years ago. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. Which is an alright film, actually. You guys should watch that film. It's still very topical. So in 2 days, the case closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse? Courthouse? No? Where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. That was some earthquake. Hang on, where are we? At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. Ooh. It's not fun to be trapped in an elevator for that long. 5 hours is a long time. That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors. One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father. He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Ooh. What was that? I guess I know generally what happened in the DL-6 incident now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? Cool. We have relevant information. Yeah. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued. This is where we should have left off last time, but we had to rushly finish. Yay! Oh, I was reading the data wrong. never mind. Wasn't as long ago as I thought, because it's I'm not Dad. I haven't spoken to my dad for a long time. Oh yeah, it's that weird guy. Court is now in session for the trial of Master blah 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 blah. Defense is ready. Yes, that Von Karma guy. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Blah 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 blah. Very well, an opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. It's gonna be like that today. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. My God, we can go home early. Order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. He has an appointment. I will call my witness. Who is his witness? I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. It's that yogi guy. Witness, state your profession. He's a soldier. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle at Gold Lake. There is no restaurant. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Probably. Yup. Yup, I was. Please testify. Testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Raise an objection. Wait a minute, I'm drinking. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. We have no time for names. We have no time for names. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. What is your name? Tell me your name. Well, I'm not really sure. He's forgotten his name. What do you mean? My memory, Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Surely this is a questionable witness if you can't. I don't know. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? The night of the murder. Let's go. Where you go? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual, because that's what you do in a restaurant. Then I heard a bang. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang, and then a splash. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's no time for that. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Shut up, Karma. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. God damn it. Yes, Mr. Wright, I'm going to cross-examine. Of course I'm going to cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Oh no, we broke him. What's wrong, Mr. Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Let's go. He tried to speedrun it, guys. He didn't use the right strats. Alright, let's press everything. That's how you win this game. Just after midnight, you say? How would you know? Just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. How are you pretty sure? When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. He's reading the strategy guide, guys. He's reading the strategy guide. Leave him alone. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? He's asleep, Karma. Don't glare at me like that. I remember it clearly, I did. Poor guy. You see, continue. Continue. Is there anyone who can verify that? Only the parrot. Polly could. Yeah, see, the parrot could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough. Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. Parrot. Don't be so hard on the girl, Keefy boy. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Okay, let's go. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figured. It could have just been your, like, snot bubble. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Continue. I feel like he's been coached. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yup. But how do you know there were 2? But you couldn't see them clearly. At the time, that is. At the time. So you had 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday as well. Even though yesterday was weeks ago. Who was this man? By your window? By my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Oh no! This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Come on, Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fool. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here, but it's okay because we have decisive evidence. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quickly or this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Yeah, exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. Are you ignoring the truth of the matter here? Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should they do? Raise an objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his words is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. I will. I will. Nick, do we have any evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. There's evidence. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. Save us. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Damn it. Even without the proper strats, he still breaks the speedrun record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Well, if he wakes up, he can. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Objection! No! The accused was surrendered to the court immediately. Apparently we lost, guys. There's all. This court is adjourned. But why couldn't I object? I needed to object. Wait. What? Who was that just now? Me. Huh? What? Larry! Larry! What are you doing here, Larry? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for an adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. Good guy Larry Butts. He's come to save the day. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. But it won't be the last, probably. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. Is there a super guilty verdict? You're right, okay. Let's go. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. Pay-per-view. No waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. You're not allowed an opinion, you're a judge. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? How dare you have morals and stuff? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Can you do that? Is that like a thing that judges can do? Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now, what? Yeah, well, you can't. You're not allowed to coach him either. The court will adjourn for 5-minute recess. Let's go. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Phew. That was too close. We nearly lost. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes, he was. Yeah, you were looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And you found the balloon and the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Because he picked it up like an idiot. Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Alright, yes. Yeah, what, Edgeworth, what? This might be our chance. Our chance. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? What does that mean? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. Poor Von Karma. He's gonna have a mental breakdown. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. Everything's on Larry now. This can't possibly go wrong. Court is back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Alright, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. You have one job, Larry. You can do this. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. The night of the murder. Just hang on a second, guys. Just gonna put that over there. And then I need to just quickly check on something. I'm a professional. Very, very professional. Okay. The night of the murder. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Then I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Let's go. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. As we all should be. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. We must onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards. Let's go. That night I was out on the boat and I'm just going to press you on everything. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? No, I needed a minute to think. There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, I'll go. First off, what time was it? It was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out in a boat at such a late hour? I didn't need some tea. I was looking for something and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah, Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? Enlightenment. What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Cordi. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So quietly blah blah blah. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. He hasn't got a smartphone. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. They use watches. And just if you took his finger statue with him, he'd know exactly what time it was. When did the sound... No, where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. But there was nothing I could see. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Tell me, Larry. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa. Everybody just calm down. Calm down, Kathy. Calm down. I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay. No problem. That's just the most important part. Wait, where should I go? You went home after the single gunshot? So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick. It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. You can't call your sister for everything. Right, what have I got in terms of evidence right now? Do anything? Right, before we do anything, because I don't want to go through all of this rigmarole again, like we did last time, I'm going to say. Just in case we mess up too much. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only had one bang, you're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she had 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both had 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? That's not how this works, Larry. Mr. Butts, what? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. How can you miss a gunshot, Larry? I was listening to something else. What were you listening to? Something else. My radio, dude. With my headphones. What? This guy. Order. And stop booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? That's illegal. Yeah, so what? That's a crime? Yes, it is. I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright should continue the yes. No! No, I didn't mean to do that one. I want to take it back. I meant... Why would you have it be the top option? Why? No, I think I've had enough. This is all too embarrassing. In fact, I think we've all had enough. What are you thinking, Nick? If you stop now, Mr. Edgeworth will be found guilty. We have to turn this trial around now. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include the details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. He's got... I wish there was another way out of this. What Larry heard. What did you hear, Larry? Tell us all about your music selection. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it like real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah. What's the big problem? You get hearing damage, Larry. You get hearing damage. Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? You're not in America, Larry. You're in Japan. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Right, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Charade? Charade. Is it charades or charades? Is it tomato or tomato or potato? Potato. Why were you alone, Larry? Where's your girlfriend? Huh? So you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice. No, oh, poor Larry, it's so sad. You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone! I shouldn't have said anything. Poor Larry. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. It has everything to do with the case. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. But if you knew exactly, you would be able to establish time. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? Maximum, it was set to 11. His radio goes to 11. Charade. Real booming loud. It went to 11. Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. I can't prove it, but I remembered that moment real clearly. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? No, we don't know, Larry. What did he say? Tell me. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Kammer has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why should we care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Fine, very well. Mr. Buzz, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Kammer was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. God damn it. It wasn't meant to be an objection, it was meant to be like a thing. But then, like, that... What do you want me to press, game? What do you want me to press? What do we do? I don't understand where the logic is. What do you want me to press? There's nothing here to press. Like, this makes sense, but I don't know where you want this presented. Nothing else is really jumping out to me is like, if we push this point. Can I press that? Are you sure? Of course I am. Yeah, no, I guess that's right. So that doesn't go anywhere else. Oh, maybe that one. Larry, absolutely sure what you're saying is correct. Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Yes, there is, Your Honor. Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ just said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, Christmas. When they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Dun, dun, dun. Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. He's very sus. Larry is very sus. Larry Butts is sus. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he had the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right for once. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Take this. Look at this photograph. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. The camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. For you see, there were 3 gunshots. It is in fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Nobody knows. Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises, yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Take that. This is my evidence, Your Honor. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! I miss John Burkow. He was the best House Speaker. I don't like the new guy. He's not as good. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. I can't read, guys. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? To confuse you, Von Karma. To confuse you. Uh-oh. I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah, what's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course, I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Yes. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? This is not safe. It's one of our ideas. We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Okay, let's do this. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. We get to go home early? What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. That man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. But what if it was a blank? The timestamp on the photo says 15 minutes past midnight. But Larry had a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Miss Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's, I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Let me use my map. Probably, it definitely took place here. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. I mean, the noodle restaurant. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing it. Do you have any proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then just as he starts to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. It all makes sense. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Cordi Lake? I don't know. Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but we've got to do it. But I think if I start at the very beginning, we might just make it. And if I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Let's go. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This is around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Hammond's clothes, coat even. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat? Mr. Wright, the boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. To create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard that shot would look out the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again, then jumps into the lake. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol and the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Cordi Lake. Dun dun dun. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Defendant Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important. I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. Cannot allow him to get away. He's a murderer. Get him. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. This is all your fault. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I would extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. I know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. We did it. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah, we did. We did it. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Don't give Larry credit. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Don't give him credit. Sure. Once I shifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? No, we didn't say anything. Yeah. Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile. Just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? What is this about? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Foreshadowing. Ooh. Do I want to go for a little bit longer? Why have I got dropped frames? Why do I have dropped frames, guys? I shouldn't have dropped frames. Why do I have dropped frames? We'll go for a little bit longer. It's gonna take a while to get all this evidence, though. I don't know, it just seemed... I feel like I drop frames when I start the stream these days, and I don't know why. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Nobody knows. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Dun, dun, dun. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. He's a goody two-shoes. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick. Yo, how's everyone? Damn it, Butts! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? It was terrible. I had him swooning in the aisles, huh? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Oh god damn it, Larry. Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, well maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. No, we can't, Larry. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me, yeah? Bow before your hero. Don't want to bow before you, Larry. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. This is all the credit I'm going to give you. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick. That bird shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick, I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right? Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. Oh no, we're gonna make her cry. She's gonna run off. But why Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes. In grade school, we had grand dreams of becoming attorneys. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry. What's he talking about? Larry's forgotten, I guarantee. Huh? Sorry. I kind of forgot. See, I told you. I told you he forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. He had stolen the erasers. A class trial? You remember Larry's spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh? I see. Anyway, this kid envelope disappeared with $38 still inside it. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. You can't handle the truth. At least you borrow it. Or the really... Oh my god. Did you rob that bank the other day? I stole nobody's money. I don't know what you're talking about. Stealing is bad, guys. You shouldn't steal. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Nah, I didn't steal anything as a kid. Miles? Look at him. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? I think it's Larry. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Larry stole the money, guarantee. Very well. I'll replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Maybe the teacher stole the money and was trying to blame it on the kids. That's why they were so easily able to replace the stolen money. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. And then he became a prosecutor. And a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Ooh. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he became. That's what I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Haha. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. I mean, we got that snazzy clock out of it, so I mean, there's that. Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do, okay? Right, it very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. What evidence have I got? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, gosh. Anybody in the detention centre? Oh, Edgeworth's in the detention centre. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple to a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Too much. Perhaps. Alright. Give us some evidence. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny a reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago. The three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory. Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. That doesn't mean you get to let him walk free, though. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence, innocent. But surely you could have got him on manslaughter instead of murder. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. I'll show you a relationship with Von Karma. He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was ever declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know, it's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it is nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I found myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Alright. Well, thank you for that. Is Grossberg here? He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? He doesn't. No, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Ugh, too many. Go back to the office. Butts is still here. Gumshoe out. Gumshoe in. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. Let's see. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. You can do it. I believe in you. Guess we'll go to the lake entrance. There he is. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. We were just looking for you. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem. Ha. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Ow, my eye. Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Alright, bye, Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. He's getting in his cardio. Oh, one other thing. Eek. No one can go into the woods today. Because they're sure for a big surprise. Because if you go into the woods today... Something about a teddy bear picnic, I forget how that goes. The woods where Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Bye, Gumshoe. Huh? There's still Eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Okay, hang on a second. What's this? Guess Larry's taking today off. He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True. We got him big. Okay. I thought that sign was actually something we could look at, but I guess not. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. Who's this? I'd like to know that clearing of the throat. I'd know that clearing of the throat anyway. Who is it? Oh, it's Grossberg. Ahaha, hello. What might you be doing? We're getting evidence. Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Ho-ho. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Grossberg being useful? Never. Thanks, bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? He came to tamper with the crime scene. Let's take the parrot. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, I missed that. I missed whatever she just said. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But hey, there might be some clues. And he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. We don't have time to read. There's no name or signature on this one. It's handwritten. It's in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Okay, cool. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right. But don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations? fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we can just leave him the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we better not. Is anyone getting a bin? Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh no! Should we got to DVR it? See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you thought he was telling the truth? It was all a ruse. It was all a ruse. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay, sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Well, that's a sacrifice we're willing to make, I guess. Don't think there's anything else to pick up here. So let's go back to the entrance. We'll then go to one day left, Nick. I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. We need to move to Graceberg. Oh, he's not here? Okay. What if I present this to Mr. Edgeworth here? Take that. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man, not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance, wait, maybe. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? I already said that it'd be Yogi. The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, the statute of limitation runs out. Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Oh, hey, laddie. What are you doing up? Go back to bed. It's too early. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, you got anything to say now? Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. We're getting backstory. Dun, dun, dun. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Dun, dun, dun. Help, help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Help. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. Just sit down and be quiet. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. He got away with it. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right, yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? What about the nightmare, Edgeworth? Tell me. Tell me. It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder, which is the one in the elevator, I assume. I think the time has come to tell all. Right before the statute of limitations expires. How convenient. Tell us about the nightmare then. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a nightmare. It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Blah, blah, blah. Help, quiet. Yeah, we said before. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout. And then he pulls a gun. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air or I'll stop you. What? What are you... Stop breathing my air. Stop breathing his air, Letty. Stop breathing his air. No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Ah. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That Ford is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. I think he accidentally killed his own dad, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure what happens, he threw the gun, and like it hits the security guard, and then like it discharges and kills his dad. And then the reason that Yanni Yogi wants to get revenge is because Edgeworth inadvertently set him up to be like the prime suspect. And then even though he got caught off innocent, he probably lost his job and his life was ruined. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of the DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. Groisberg, let's go. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about the DL6 incident. Gotta go to Groisberg. It's time, Groisberg. Tell us everything. Mr. Groisberg. Hello, yes, what's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding, I can't believe you're not. Just calm down and tell me what happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... Stop crying. She always cries. She's so emotional. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. It's only a dream, guys. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. Murder. This leads me to summarize that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. Polly was the murderer. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. See, I told you. It's just like I foretold. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. I see. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, my FA. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court, which is very suspicious. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. Ooh, the plot thickens again. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony from beyond the grave? That's too convenient. The Edgeworth dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Ooh. Can I present anything to you? Can you have this note? Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why killed Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? What do you mean? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Jaeger was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. The plot thickens again. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Manfred von Karma. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma, von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy. This is von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. Dun dun dun. What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Oh. Have you got anything else to say? Prosecutor von Karma. If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Mars Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Mars Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday. And we're going to have another flashback. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Unforgivable. It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? That madman. Like, go to the sea, or the mountains, or Disneyland, or Disney World, or Disney Sea. Other theme parks are available. Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Who wants to go to Europe? You have strange ideas about vacations. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe that the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? On camera is going to bring up the DL6. You can bet on it. You would think, Kathy, you would think, but as we all know, Germany is not in Europe. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even an accidental murder is murder, you know. No, technically it's not. It's probably more like manslaughter, but besides the point. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. It's just as I foretold. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. I'm going to make that be the case anyway. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I don't have to do any more sleuthing. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. I don't have to go to the... Can I just give you this? This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage to the DL6 incident has done will never be eased. Okay, I think he's gonna go do something else. Convention center. Can you put blame on a child, especially when he sees his dad was getting assaulted while suffering from trauma from earthquake, claustrophobia, and oxygen deficiency? I mean, morally, probably not. But in terms of like a court of law, probably. Because justice isn't fair. There's hardly anyone here. Where's Gumshoe? Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Let's get him. Nick, let's hurry. If we beat him up, we won't be able to be at the trial tomorrow and we'll just win. Don't work harder, work smarter. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Where are you, Von Karma? Where are you? What's this? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says, Unsolved Cases, Evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for the DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek. Von Karma, he looks really creepy right now. You. How do you know my name? What? Huh? Have we met? What? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Oh my god, this guy's weird. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romantist who still can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma. You had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Didn't you? Me, a grudge against the mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Let's talk about the trial. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end, for I am Von Karma. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up the DL6 in court tomorrow. That's why he got rid of all the records. I'm going to... can we examine anything else? Here are files collected from case reports. Quite a large volume of reports here. Wow. These are all case reports? Yeah. It's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case report is in here too. Quietly gathering dust. That's kind of depressing. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room too. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity. Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. It looks like there are files inside the glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside. Nick, it's locked. There must keep important case files in there. This is the cabinet where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others are question marks. Most of it just looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think of this clothes pin is for? Don't touch that, it's evidence. This large drawer is half open. The label on the drawer reads unsolved cases as evidence. All the stuff in here looks like random junk. Only the evidence for the DL6 incident is missing. I can guess who took it. Von Karma. Okay. So there's nothing else there. I'm just gonna take my attorney badge. Watch out. Fool. You think I, prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah! Creepy. What if I... how can I present to you? Can I present this to you? Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Dun dun dun. The plot thickens again. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? It's a gun. Oh no, it's a taser. It's a taser. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now, give me the letter. No! No! Whoa. What are you... Nick, run! Ah! Mayo saved us. Mayo! Out of my... No! No! Bad end. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Is she okay? Maya! Open your eyes, woman. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Aww. Maya, no! There has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. If only the Steel Samurai was here. Maya, she's holding something. What's that? A bullet. DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. And I bet it has ballistic markings that match the gun. I remember. When Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you. I'll prove you're most definitely not useless sometimes. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Dun, dun, dun. And on that bombshell, we're gonna save and call it a day because I am starving. My stomach's been growling for like the past half hour. So, thank you very much for joining, guys. I know we had a bit of a late start, but technical issues and all that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Yeah, I didn't have any breakfast. Yeah, that's me. Anyway, bye-bye, guys. Catch you next time.